Shalom. All praises, glory, and honor unto the Most High. However, all praises, glory, and honor unto the Most High. However, Hashem Yahweh, Bahasham Rakakodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Akim. And this is your brother Abawan, back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh, Bahasham Rakakodash. All praises and glory is due, especially in the times that we're in, right? And the title of this video will be setting the record straight. All right, setting the record straight. And that's because basically that is what we as the men of the Lord, starting from the elder apostles on down, have been set up on the earth to do. All right, so this is the book of 2 Timothy 4 verse 1. I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord Hamashiach Yahawashai, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. Preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. Right. And that is what we as the men of the Lord, right, the Hebrew Israelites, have been set up to do: to reprove, rebuke, and exhort, to teach the truth, to preach the word, to set the record straight about this truth, man. Because you see now clearly a lot of these other Hebrew Israelite camps are beginning to stray so far off from the actual truth, right? All manner of wayward doctrines, and the only people that are out here, right, the men of the Lord, to set the record straight, are the elders and the apostles of the great millstone on down. And let's not even go into these scoffers they are seeing popping up left and right, speaking about various hyper focusing on the false doctrines that are being pushed by a lot of these other Hebrew Israelite camps, and using that to try to lump the whole ministry together as one, and blaming the ministry, right, using the false doctrines that a lot of these other Hebrew Israelite camps are pushing. Okay, because we do not teach that only black people are going to be saved. We do not teach that so-called white people are going to hell. We do not teach that we are the black Hebrew Israelites, so-called black Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we do not teach that you know and there are various other things that exist, that the apostle Paul's writings are non-scriptural. We do not teach any of these things. But because you have various Hebrew Israelite camps, right, on top of the doctrine of plantation Christianity, and they are all pushing these false doctrines, okay, that is why we and this isn't me being arrogant or anything, but it's just a statement of fact. We have been set up by the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai in order to bring out the 100% truth of the scriptures, and to show our people, okay, specifically the elect of the nation of Israel, right, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and the scattered elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. We show the truth, and we show just that, man. We show the truth, all right. We show the truth, and we bring out the correct doctrine, okay, for our people. Let's get this precept. So this is the book of Romans 3 verse 4. The Most High forbid, yea, that the Most High, how about Hashem Yahushai, be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mayest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged. Right. And that's basically the doctrine. And this is the actual precept I was looking for. All right. And Slakia, let me read from the top, okay? Let me read from the top. Romans 3 verse 3. For what if some did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai without effect. Most High forbid, God forbid, yea, let the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai be true, but every man a liar, as it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings and mightest overcome when thou art judged, right? So the scoffers, right, and the false Hebrew Israelite camps that teach a different doctrine than what we teach, okay, their unbelief in what we teach, their unbelief in what we believe does not change the true doctrine of the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai. And just like I said, okay, as it is written that the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai set forth the apostles, let's get that preset. He set forth the apostles last. So this is the book of First Corinthians 4 verse 9. For I think that the Most High, Yahweh Sham Yahushai, hath set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death, for we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are fools for Hamashiach's sake, but we are wise in Hamashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong. Okay. Alright, now I've gotten the main precepts that I wanted to bring out, alright. And the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai has sent forth, like as it is written, his apostles, and the word apostle just simply means sent out. So his men, right, on the earth to preach the correct doctrine, and that's really in order to deliver the elect, because even the scripture shows you how are the elect going to be delivered, right? Let's get that precept, and it's written through the quote unquote, all right, quote unquote foolishness of preaching, right? Because let's go to that, to us that, so let's get that. First Corinthians 1. Let me just make sure I'm in the right place. Alright. But let's start from this first. First Corinthians 1 verse 18. For the preaching of the cross is to them that perish foolishness, but unto us which are saved it is the power of the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai. Right. So there is no foolishness in this truth, alright? There's no foolishness in the preaching of the gospel, but to the people of the world, those that aren't of the hopeful elect, it is foolishness unto them, right? But to us it is salvation, alright? Hold on, so okay. I know my phone just keeps, I don't know why this Bible app keeps closing, alright? So now First Corinthians 1 verse 19, for it is written, I will destroy the wisdom of the wise, and will bring to nothing the understanding of the prudent. Where is the wise, where is the scribe, where is the disputer of this world? Hath not the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai made foolish the wisdom of this world? For after that in the wisdom of the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai, the world by wisdom knew not the Most High. It pleased the Most High by the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Right. So this ministry, right, it is foolish to those that are in the world, and those that really have already perished. In other words, the spirit is not dealing with you, and you're not of the elect. So basically you're a one third, and basically you're a two third, and basically what that means is you're a dead man walking, right? Because two thirds of our people, the vast majority of our people as Hebrew Israelites, are dead men walking. Their spirits will be, basically, especially if you're in America, Babylon the Great, alright? If you're not of the hopeful elect, right, that really will be a part of that number. In America, Babylon the Great, you're basically a dead man walking, because the missiles, once those missiles hit, men, they will not turn back, and they definitely will not miss their target, right? And this is the truth, okay? Something that you won't really hear from your plantation Christians, and more and more so from these other Hebrew Israelite camps, because they be going off a lot. All right, this isn't me being arrogant, or me trying to bug up, buck, so I cannot buck up against the camps, or basically anything like that, but rather this is just simply as the title of the video, setting the record straight, and that's what we are here to do. You can't expect us to see the IUIC talking about how hell is a place that you burn for all eternity, and oh, the lake of fire is really talking about hell, and we won't say anything about that. That's not only is it wicked as hell, but it's also completely false. Okay, and it shows that, man, only the men of the great millstone and the men that teach the likewise doctrine have the correct 100% truth, something that we have been saying from the beginning. All right, that we have the 100% truth, because you see how much flip-flopping a lot of these other Hebrew Israelite camps are doing, now teaching doctrines that they did not initially teach. All right, and we suspect, of course, that the main reason why this is happening is because a lot of these other camps are set up by Esau Edom. Okay, basically they are agents provocateurs. All right, and we believe that they have been set up by Esau Edom, which is why, once again, even more than ever, it is essential for the men of the great millstone to be out here on the highways and byways, setting the record straight and correcting the false doctrine that is going out, because we are in the last days, man. And we know the kind of doctrines that will be going forth in these last days. We know the kind of things that will be happening in these last days. All right, and it's in times like this that the men of the Lord are required the most in order to properly teach the correct doctrine, and to, you know to preach the correct doctrine, right? God willing, will be a part of the elect of the nation of Israel and preach the correct doctrine to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel, to feed the flock, edify the sheep, and also point out and call out the false doctrines that are being pushed out here. All right, so with that, once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Rakakwadash Wa Abad Babal Shalom, and through the Spirit of Yakim and you are qualified, edified. Shalom.